Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Ratchet & Clank, and you're probably wondering, Hal, why are we in Realgar? Why are we back in Blackwater City? Well, this should probably show you why. I now have 308,000 bolts. Yep, so obviously in the last episode I failed at beating Drek. And I should probably say, after many times of trying, I eventually ran out of bolts. And, you know, I tried a lot. I went grinding for a bit, and essentially I'm throwing in the towel, and I gave up. And exploited a glitch, and I'm going to show you how I glitched and got a load of bolts, and then, you know, essentially we're going to go get the Rhino. Now what we want to do is go up to, you're also going to need the decoy glove. I also bought that. Oh crap, I haven't got any ammo. Hang on, let me just get some ammo for it.
Hi there, Fuzzball.
Oh god, it's expensive. Yeah. So no, I don't want the Tesla Claw. Ah! Thank you. Right. Now, you want to go up to the sort of what's it called? The square terrace kind of place, where you can do hoverboarding, and you want to go to this corner here. You see it here? Yep. Now you want to wedge yourself into the corner, then turn around using the aim and go as far as you can. There you go. That should just about do it. And with the decoy glove, fire off, and yeah, this is a bit tricky. It might take a couple of times. There we go. Now, that should put you through. Where do you want to go? You want to go. I've done this wrong, haven't I? Yeah, I've done this wrong. Let's get rid of those. Try again. You want to end up on the other side of this wall, not that wall. Let's try this again. This is looking good. If the camera's going crazy, that's generally a good sign. Let's try again. This is probably the hardest bit. There we go. Now, the camera's a bit tricky on this, but if you can get the camera to behave. There we go. You want to be on this little sort of ledge here. Now, don't fall off because you will die and you'll have to start again. And just follow the ledge round until you come out here. And go right to the corner again. Now, in the distance, you can see these. Those are all the rooms from other parts of the level, but you see those lights in the distance. Now, I used the helipack for this, because I found it was the easiest. But you want to do a big jump, head towards those lights, and whenever you start feeling a... There you go. Oh, crap. Oh, god damn it, I messed it up. Right, so, when you start feeling a resistance... There you go. So you're onto this roof here. Now from here, there you go, you see those lights have now turned into a hoverboard track. So from here, if you do another high jump, now just remember to keep holding the X no matter what the camera decides it wants to do. You'll eventually land on it. Now, from here, what you want to do is to walk the way you know, forward on the track. If you go the other way, the game will sort of realize, hang on, you're not supposed to be on here without, you know, a hoverboard, and it will put you on a hoverboard in a weird race. I don't think there are even any competitors, and it'll even spawn you the wrong way. But if you go the right way, you'll be able to walk through the hoverboard track on foot, and Yeah. So, and where you want to go is, actually we'll jump cut to it. Now, the thing worth remembering, it's a bit weird that there isn't any here, but the thing worth remembering is the red boxes, they don't give you any bolts. They just literally kill you, so there's no point in going after the red boxes. These things, also, they won't attack you. You can kill you if you want, if you want, but they won't, you know, damage you. Now, I believe you can only do this once per playthrough, but you know during the racing that up there's a pyramid of boxes. I want to try something out, but kill these things here. But what you'll need is the taunter. There we go. Now, as I said, you can only do this once per playthrough, because once you go back to it, that pyramid doesn't respawn. But essentially, what you want to do is to stand underneath it when that pyramid is there, and just hold circle. And what you need to also make sure is that the boxes aren't on camera, because if they're on camera and you break them, they don't respawn. But if they're off camera, they do respawn, and the game sort of gives you this infinite bolt glitch. What I did was, with a couple of elastic bands, I secured, where's my memory stick? Well, I used a lighter. I used a lighter originally, but then I had to change because obviously I needed my lighter. All I literally did was just secured a memory stick like that over the circle button with elastic bands and left it going all night. Came back to check, and there was 307,000 bolts, which, as you know, is enough for the Rhino. So that's what I did. I'm going to kill myself here. Obviously, if you jump off the course, it does this weird thing where you just fall infinitely and then eventually die and respawn. Yeah, so that's what I did. A little bit embarrassed, a little bit ashamed, if I do say so myself, because I did say I was going to try and play through this game legitimately, but I just couldn't beat Drek, and I kept running out of bolts, and I kept actually grinding legitimately, and it just got to the point where I ran out of bolts, and I just could not seem to get past him. And so, you know, at that point I was just like, oh, the hell with it. In all honesty, I do remember doing that glitch, and I think that that's how I beat Drek the first time. So, and one of the things I did say was I wanted to play this game as I did play it as a kid. And, that was, you know, seems as the fact that I probably did that when I was a kid. Yeah. That's my only sort of justification of using a glitch to get bolts. But yeah, all I say is if you're going to play through Ratchet Clank, or any game, then, you know, play through it as much as you can legitimately, especially if you want to say to yourself, I completed it legitimately. But then, when there are bits where you really can't get past, then cheat. I mean... Anyway, I'm not using walking through this level just to sort of justify myself. We are, of course, heading to the downtown Blackwater City to pick up the Rhino. And that will obviously make Drek's defeat ridiculously easy. Now, flamethrower. I'm a bit low on ammo, actually. Probably should have filled up. I don't want to waste any of my well-earned, legitimately earned bolts getting ammo. I can't be bothered. I've got full Devastator. I'll just use those, even though the enemies aren't exactly Devastator-worthy. Where am I? There we go. This is fun, really, using the Devastator on small critters, small animals, small sludge monsters. Right, let's head downtown. Here we are. Down to this sort of... Gadgetron vendor. Let's get the Tesla Claw fully ammoed. Fully ammoed. I don't think you can use ammo as a verb, to be honest. We can now! There we go. Oh, I didn't even get... I didn't get all the way. It shows my attention to detail, doesn't it? Ah, you douche. Alright, any more for any more? Let's get rid of this tank. Boom. And here's Shady Salesman Billy. Hello. 150 bolts. 150,000 bolts. And yes.
This thing is heavy! Yeah, try carrying it around in your trench coat for 2 months.
Thank you, sir. We'll be sure to tell everyone about your services.
Listen, you little twerp. If you tell anyone what you saw or what we talked about,
Do I even have to say it?
yous two have a nice day.
And there we go, we have the Rhino. Now I do believe due to some sort of glitch that that's the only time you can actually see that cutscene. Literally the only time. Because obviously when you beat the game you unlock this thing where you can watch cutscenes from within a level, like in-level cutscenes. And that thing, interestingly, that feature doesn't return in any of the other games. So when you're playing through a game you see a cutscene that's only in a level, that's the only time you can see it. But for some reason, that cutscene, you know, it doesn't work. You try and select it. There's the option to select it in the menu, but it just shows the cutscene of you meeting the guy for the first time again. And it's just a bit weird. But oh well, we've now got the Rhino. Which means, I love the Rhino. Out of all the Rhinos in the game, the Rhino, the original one, is my favourite. I used to actually prefer the second Rhino, but now I don't know why. I just prefer this one a bit more. So, now that we have acquired the Doomsday device, for want of a better term, we can now return back to Veldin and make nice short work of finishing this game. I must say, even now I'm a little bit sad that it's come to this, to be honest. I did really want to finish this game legitimately. But, I don't know. I can't remember how I did it the first time. I don't remember if I did it the first time without getting the Rhino. And literally grinding... I probably did the glitch, because 150,000 bolts is a lot in this game. Well, obviously, it's a million bolts in the second game. And then something like 3,500,000 in the third game, or something like that. But... I don't know. I remember grinding legitimately in the second game, and just keeping on going until I got the Rhino too. Because, I don't know, I suck at boss battles in Ratchet Clank. I might try and do it legitimately in Ratchet Clank 2 onwards, simply because of the fact that strafing is back. And I've been pretty shocking on the combat in this game, but I'm going to say I'm fairly confident in the fact that as long as strafing is involved, I'm a lot better. A lot better at these games. It's just the first one that I struggle a bit with. So, luckily, here we are back in Planet Veldin, and oh, there's a handy little telepad, and I can't remember whether there's a Gadgetron vendor on the other side of that. No, I don't want the Walloper. So we'll stock up on ammo here. Did I just buy something? I think I did. Yeah. Whoops. I might as well get that one as well. Just get all the weapons, all of them. Ba-da-ba-da-da-da. We're psyched up on that. Come on, hurry up. There we go. One thing I might do just at the end of this episode is, now that I've got a ridiculous amount of bolts, I might just go ahead and get all the gold weapons on the other side of the game. But, maxed out. Decoy glove, even though not going to use it really. Yep. Maxed out. Okay. And there's the Walloper. Now, I did hear about the Walloper being very useful with those sort of robotic mines. I'm just going to put the Rhino on quick select. That's a good sign of getting all the weapons. And we'll put the Tesla Claw there, because that effectively it's its replacement. Hello! Right, oh yeah, there was a Gadgetron vendor. Okay, so here we go. Now, I'm going to put Swing Shot on that, and then the Rhino. Ooh, that makes a good noise. And let's go! Let's make short work of you, Mr. Drek. I've had enough of you. I've had enough of this boss battle. To the point where, yeah, I was willing to cheat to get it. As I said, it is kind of sad that it has come to this, and it's probably not very good and not very professional as an LPer. But then again, I'm not a professional LPer. Not yet, at least. And until that day comes, I'll want to worry about it. Jesus, I forgot how powerful this thing is. Just 3 shots by the looks of it. Yep, 3 shots from the Rhino. And even a couple of shots trying to find him afterwards. Let's get the slingshot back out. Blue, and follow him to the second platform. Now, I must say, especially from the 3rd platform onwards, it does mess up the attacks of Drek. I mean, I've showed the attacks of Drek. If you did want to do it legitimately, I'm pretty sure that they don't change after the bits I died at. But what can I say? This bit's just, you know. This is literally just so I can finish this game and move on. See, there we go, just 3 shots. And honestly, with an LP, I had this problem with Spyro actually, with the because I said that I was I did all the what they called raceways, no, speedways. That's it. Oh, I haven't messed this up. Ooh, Jesus. Looks like Ratchet squat. Then he himself a little bit. That when I was doing the speedways, it just got to the stage really where I didn't want to play that game anymore, and it's kind of gotten a bit like that with this. I mean, I've been looking forward to moving on to Ratchet Clank 2 for a long time because it's not. I wouldn't say it is now, but it has been my favourite. Oh, cutscene. We've seen this before. Yeah, I get it. Whoops. Right, I have edited that out. Now, what was I saying? Whoa. The good thing is about the Rhino is that you don't have to be facing at him to shoot at him. Now, I was talking about Ratchet Clank 2. Yeah, I'm not so sure anymore, but for a long time, Ratchet Clank 2 was my favourite in the series. Oh. Nearly done actually. So one thing I've been looking forward to, just to see whether or not it still is playing it again in LP form. Oh, okay, this is a new attack. Just random rockets. Okay, we're nearly done. We're nearly done. Nearly done. Is that it? Yes!
Ratchet?
What's up? You know, this time I am thinking what you're thinking.
That always confused me, that cutscene. The fact that, you know, he sort of... I always thought that it hit him and he'd gone down into the planet, but no. Controls. Manic sort of pushing of controls and he shoots up into the planet. And this is the time when Ratchet does the stupidest thing of all time. He blows up a planet.
This can't be good. Phew, that was close. Clank, you can pull us up now.
The servos in my arm appear to be broken.
Broken? As in, fall to our deaths broken?
Yes.
That was close. Thanks.
My arm appears to be badly damaged.
Ah, you'll be all right. Hey, tin can! Where do you think you're going? We, still need to fix that arm.
And there we go. There we have it. It's quite sad, really, isn't it? There we go. I was wondering what was happening there. Black screen for a prolonged amount of time. So there's Ratchet and Clank finished. Yes, not particularly legitimately, but what can I say? I'm gonna have my old habit of having a victory cigarette. I probably should have rolled this before I started recording. So another LP done. And the first in the long series of Ratchet and Clank LP that I'm going to be doing. As always, my hiccups. Let me try rephrasing that sentence. My LP seems to have a lot of hiccups along the way. I mean, I don't think I aimed when I first started this LP. I aimed it to be the sort of first where I, you know, did it completely all the way through without any stops. Obviously that didn't work since I've stopped about 3 or 4 times. But what can I say? I'm not quite at the level now where I try and I've given myself a schedule. I've given myself the fact that I'm doing 2 LPs at once, and it's hard work, and especially the way I see it. With who I am, I've struggled to have sort of 3 things going in my life at once. Like 3 main things. My 3 main things tend to be work, college, and YouTube. And I've just recently, for reasons I'm not going to disclose at the moment, started working full-time because I'm saving up for something big, something that will affect you guys a lot. But as I said, I'm going to keep that a secret for now. And with the end of college as well, I had exams and stuff. I've still got an exam left to go. Or at least, when this goes up, I won't. I've just finished exams. And so, now that college is out of the way, you know, completely, it's completely out of the way. In fact, I've finished studying at Exeter College, full stop now. It's a bit of a weird thing to think about, really. But now that that's finished, that's over, I can now focus on LPing a lot more, and because I love LPing. As I said, at this sort of time, in every single LP during the credits, I show how much I love LPing, because it's essentially me sitting down, playing a game that I love, talking about a game that I love, and then putting that on the internet for God knows how many people to see. And for that reason, it's just great fun for me, and it's great fun to do, but it is incredibly time consuming, and that's why I struggle, you know, managing, you know, more than just 2 things going on in my life. So now that one's out of the way, YouTube, which is college, I'm still working full time, but, you know, that's, you know, work, as long as I haven't, I could never work more than just at a weekend while I was at college, because it started to affect each other. And now that I finished college, I can put as much time into working as possible and go onto YouTube as well. But rant about my time management aside, thank yous. I always seem to have time for thank yous. There always seems to be a place for thank yous at the end of an LP. So, again, big thanks to Josh Shepson, because he's, as I've said many a times, he is like one of my closest friends, and even though I haven't met him in person yet, I could still say he's one of my best mates, and he's always there to give support, he's always there to give advice, he's always there just to dick about on Halo for a bit, and even just to come and, you know, appear on here, do a little bit of a guest appearance and whatnot. But like that sort of is a professional relationship. I mean, a professional friendship. But in reality, outside of YouTube, he's like one of my best mates. There's also, well, I don't really have many other people to thank apart from that. A big thanks to Pat Cullen, who's obviously been on here once. He's been a good mate as well recently, very good mate, and he's always he's very good at cheering you up when you're feeling a bit crappy. I gotta say to that. He also is good inspiration as well. He gives you advice and sort of just ways of especially with LPing, he's very good at giving you Rhino salesman. He's very good at Pat is very good at, God, if I could get my sentence right, he's very good at sort of just giving you a good perspective on LPing. All you really need to do is to watch one of his episodes when you're feeling like, hang on, I'm not doing this right. Because I've had like quite a few crises during LPing of like this kind of, it's sounding a bit boring, it's sounding more like a guide, and I think I need to rethink my style a little bit. And then you watch one of his, and he just does it so fluently and so easily. That is, it's a great inspiration just to sort of make you knuckle down and just sort of, you know, actually not knuckle down, just relax about it, because LPing is for fun, really. I mean, the guys who are literally living off of it, they're lucky because they're doing something that they love and getting paid for it. But he sort of solidifies it in your head that it's something you should enjoy, and you know, I agree with that wholeheartedly. Oh, they're thanking people now. Nice. Lastly, thank you to you guys for sticking by me with me again. I mean, as I said, I'm not exactly the most consistent of LPers. I tend to sort of disappear. And oh, hello.
Do you have a problem with unwanted hair? Is painful itching in your nether regions causing you undue embarrassment? Do you just plain stink? Then you need this, the Gadgetron Personal Hygienator. Hi, I'm Steve McQuark, and this little baby can take care of any grooming needs that are just too much trouble for you to handle yourself. Allow me to demonstrate. Yeah. Oh, mommy.
Turn it off! Turn it off!
And there we have it. So, 40...
Congratulations. Now that Chairman Drek's account has been closed, you're Gadgetron's most valued customer.
Well, thank you.
We've got new items available for you. Just check the new goodies menu on your pause screen.
Sweet. Right. So, what we're going to do...
If you'd like, you can start a new game with all of your current weapons and bolts. You can also go back to your last save. Go ahead and pick one.
So what we're going to do is we're going to time warp to before we defeated Drek, which is here. Now, do we? Yep, and we do have the goodies menu. Woo! Which is skill points, credits, cheats, which, you know, in-game cheats rather than glitch cheats, cinematics, and in-level movies. And that's what I was talking about in Realgar. But what we're going to do, first of all, is we are going to go to, actually, last of all, more probably, is go to, now we can't, I think actually, we can go to Novalis, but I'm not sure, to get the gold weapons vault, now that we have the goodies menu. So, let's try that, actually. Anyway, what I was saying just before the credits ended, yeah, thank you guys for sticking with me. The most important thing to me, honestly, is, apart from doing this for fun, is to do something for you guys. I enjoy making LPs, but I love the sort of feedback I get from you guys. It helps me sort of develop my style. Now, can I get onto... It's usually here, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. So you do have to do the new game. It's usually here, I think. There's a little trans pad that goes to the gold weapons vault. But instead, we're gonna go of going through that because we'd have to play through Veldin again, and I don't particularly want to do that. We're gonna go to the Blarg Tactical Station? No, not BTS, not Bitchit Station. We're gonna go to the Gemlik base. That's it, because the gold bolt the gold bolt platform sort of overlook tower kind of thing is available there from your first playthrough through the game. Okay, so here we are, and yeah, this platform is opening or closing or whatever. And so back up here we go. Onto this. Up the tower. And here we are. So, what should we get first? Hang on, let's do the math. 20, 50, 70, 80. Hang on, is this all of them? I don't believe it is, because that... Let's get that. Ta-da! What was the bomb glove do? Just do massive explosions. Get this one. And I now believe the flame is green! Which is like those weird enemies in Blackwater City. Gold blaster, which the bullets now bounce essentially, and the gold suck cannon. Whew! And I'm not quite sure what the difference with this one is. Maybe it just holds more or something. I swear there's more. I swear there's more. Maybe you can only get a certain amount here, and you can get them all from that place in because I know there's a gold thingy. And I know there's a gold morpho ray as well. I think there's a gold testicle. Oh, I know there's... Yeah, you must only be able to get some of them here. Interesting. Well, anyway, I'm going to end the game here. Actually, you know what? I am going to go to the one in Navarre's crater because I need to do some sort of 100%ing of this game. Do some sort of finalization, as it were. But that means I'm going to have to do a massive jump cut of sorts because it's quite far ahead in the game, isn't it? And I'm going to have to beat Drek again. So, jump el cutto. Jump el cutto. So, here we are back at Novalis, and as you can see, if we go to the whatever direction it is, there's this transpad. I said it would be here. Teleport to Gold's weapon room. Gold weapons room. Yeah, this has got all of them in it. Yeah, you see, there's the Tesla Claw for 6. Oh, Jesus. We're not going to be able to get them all. How much is that? That's 6,000. 60,000. Okay, for some reason I don't have the Mind Glove, even though I bought it. I swear I did. 20,000 for the Golden Mutation Ray, and 10,000 for the Decoy Glove. So what I'm going to get is... How much is that? 60. How much is this one? And 60 for those two. So... And how much is that? So we'll go for... I reckon... Oh, choices. Which one should we get? We'll go for the Gold Tesla Claw. It looks like a beak! Yeah, and that electricity is now green. And so we can't get that one. I thought I bought the Mind Glove. I swear I bought the Mind Glove. 20,000 for that one. So there you go. Apparently I'm not getting all the gold battles. I didn't realize gold weapons. I didn't realize they'd be that expensive. But at least I know that if I wanted to, I could get all of them because I've got all the gold bolts. So I don't have a ship. So that's where I'm going to end this LP, I reckon. I'm going to just turn this down a bit, it's a bit loud. So, thank you guys for watching. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a break from Ratchet & Clank, and so next week you're going to look forward to a whole week of Pokemon Sapphire. Yeah, 5 episodes next week, because I really need to catch up and get some momentum on that game. I feel like that LP is becoming a bit stale. I need to get it moving. And then after that, we will go and crack on with Let's Play Ratchet & Clank 2. Locked and Loaded, as I believe it's known in the US and other places, but it's just known as 2 here. So thank you guys for watching. I've been Hal Dimond, and I shall see you next week. Cheers!